Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brooke finds out that Ridge ordered Hope to leave the building after she was fired. When Carter arrives at Forrester Creations, Hope informs him that Steffy fired her and begs him to leave. They kiss after he gives her a hug. After, Carter fumes at the building, "You're not getting away with this." Taylor summarizes that Ridge supported Steffy at the main office. Ridge believes that this is bad for everyone. Steffy claims that she told Hope that she would lose her job if she pursued her husband. She brought this on herself. Ridge and Steffy argue over whether Hope was aware of the repercussions of her conduct. He believes she seemed surprised. Steffy claims that's because no one has ever held her responsible. She doesn't belong at Forrester since she is untrustworthy. "You agree with that, don't you, Ridge?" asks Taylor. Hope is upset at being dismissed and kicked out of the building at Brooke's house. She was humiliated in public. Carter assures her that he arrived as quickly as possible. He has no idea what Steffy is thinking, but it's wrong. They'll fix this, he tells her. Hope is unsure whether she wants him to return to Forrester Creations or not. Right now, nothing is happening. He is the one thing in her life that is going well. "Steffy won't get away with this," says Carter. He believes that she is out of control and that this is not how a firm should be operated. "I'll defend you." Hope gives a nod. Brooke enters when they are cuddling. "Steffy fired me," Hope informs her. Brooke is curious about what transpired. Hope claims that Steffy misinterpreted the scenario and believes she was attempting to woo Finn. Carter tells her he thinks she's real. Ridge asks Hope if she made an effort to explain herself at the main office. "She was wearing lingerie on top of her hubby when Steffy strolled in," she sighs. "She crossed a boundary, but she didn't want things to get to this point. You should cut someone off if you don't trust them." Charlie enters after knocking. He says he has removed Hope's pictures from the wall and that she is no longer on the property. "We've cancelled her security credentials." Ridge is unsure if he can keep it under wraps, but he wants to. Steffy informs her father that she won't be changing her mind when Charlie goes. Taylor cautions that she does not want anyone to take sides. There are no sides, according to Steffy. "Hope was trying to seduce my husband," was the only explanation that Hope could think of. Hope informs her mother and Carter at Brooke's house that she had no intention of coming upon Finn. She is asked to describe everything that transpired by Brooke. Hope claims that while working alone, she was reflecting on Carter and their conversation. She remembered how they had jokingly discussed her modeling lingerie for Brooke when she saw the new decor for his bedroom. He promised to return immediately. Carter needed to hurry to the bank for a meeting. Hope was unaware of that. She heard the door open as she changed behind the screen. "You thought it was me," writes Carter. Hope had been waiting for them, so she yelled for the person to close the door. Finn was the one. She stumbled and fell into him on the desk out of embarrassment. She was on top of her spouse when Steffy entered the room. The truth is only known to them. "But you were wearing lingerie," Brooke remarks. Steffy wouldn't even let Hope speak, even though she is aware of how horrible it appears. She had warned her that it would be the end of her and her line if she ever crossed that line with Finn. Steffy will accept the beliefs she chooses to have. "She therefore fired me." Steffy is unable to collaborate with someone at Forrester who does not value her and her family. Hope discarding everything on a whim is incomprehensible to Ridge. "I don't understand. Some things need to be figured out." According to Taylor, he backed her in the choice. According to Ridge, the choice appears to have been a personal one. Hope played the victim despite being caught in the act, as Taylor notes. Everyone in the company is impacted, according to Ridge. They will need to speak with Katie. "Is that Hope's aunt?" scoffs Taylor. Ridge asserts that people must remain composed in the face of this. Steffy believes they will need to inform Carter about Hope's termination. He will inevitably push them back. Carter asks Hope at Brooke's residence if she told Steffy the truth about what was actually happening. They chose to conceal their involvement, she reminds him. She is not going to blame him. It would have been something else if it hadn't been this. According to Brooke, this is absurd. Hope claims that if Steffy learns about her and Carter, it will confirm her preconceived notions about her and cast a negative light on her. She can already hear people accusing her of being just a Logan. She is attempting to avoid passing judgment on them. She cannot tell the Forresters what they mean to her. If the truth harms Hope, he will not have it revealed. I'm the issue, and I'm not going to let this get to you. Hope is reassured by Brooke that Ridge will not tolerate this. Hope responds, he alone did. He told me to get out while he was standing there. Ridge finds out at Forrester that Steffy deleted Hope's email and inquired about what they told her team. According to Steffy, they will be honest with them. Taylor notes that Hope's actions necessitated a reaction. She is aware of his concern about Brooke. Ridge says he ought to tell her about this. He tells Steffy that he is on her side. It's good to hear that, Steffy tells him. She is aware that he will find this difficult, but he must remain resilient. You ordered Hope to go. Don't allow the Logans to control you. Don't allow them to influence your decision. Hope is informed by Brooke that Ridge would never do that without speaking to her. In front of her coworkers, Hope claims he did, and they guided her to the elevator. Taylor was also present, Brooke finds out. Hope believed Steffy was deliberately attempting to embarrass her. According to Carter, this is incorrect. Hope, who practically grew up in those offices, never imagined this would happen. That is significant. She sobs that their contributions are insignificant. The icy expressions on their faces are all she can recall. All because you tripped and fell into Finn's arms, Brooke snaps. Hope restates her desire for Carter. Ridge's daughter has gone too far, he says. They can't get away with this, can they? I refuse to let them to. Carter devises a scheme to alter the balance of power at Forrester because he is angry over Ridge and Steffy's betrayal of Hope and frustrated by their lack of interest in his suggestion. Eric tries to intervene for Hope, but Steffy refuses to listen. Spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Eric tries to offer hope, but Steffy won't listen. According to Spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Eric Forrester disagrees with Steffy Forrester's choice to fire Hope Logan. But when it comes to Hope, Steffy doesn't listen to logic. She will remain there as Steffy has removed her from the group and out of her line of sight. Spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester was eager to fire Hope Logan. The Brave and the Lovely. According to Spoilers, Steffy was eager to get rid of Hope as soon as she had the opportunity to expel her from Forrester and demanded Ridge Forrester's support. Ridge is aware that he is losing the argument with Steffy, so he is not going to do it in front of Taylor. Ridge agreed, refusing to let them band together against him. Ridge is aware that he should have trusted Brooke when she assured him that Hope would not pursue Finn once more. Instead of mindlessly following orders, Ridge ought to have taken the time to speak with Hope alone and find out what was going on. But that's not what actually occurred, and nobody seems to care. Despite giving Ridge and Steffy control of the business, Eric lets this continue. B&B Spoilers, it's clear that Brooke Logan begs Eric Forrester. If Brooke and Ridge weren't having issues, Eric most likely wouldn't be aware of any of this. Eric is aware that Ridge will err and lose Brooke once more, and he does not want it to occur. But what else can he do if Steffy and Ridge won't listen to him? Or is someone else going to do it for him? Lawrence St. Victor's character Carter Walton recognizes the injustice toward Brooke and Hope. Carter is resolved to take action, and if Ridge and Eric refuse, he will. Since Carter is a lawyer, he is aware that Steffy's actions are unlawful, and he has heard her threats. Does Carter have another plan, or will he urge Hope to go to court? Spoilers for the Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester could have made a mistake. Steffy needs to get off this power trip immediately. This time, Steffy has opened a can of worms that she might not be able to close. Steffy has not only upset Brooke, but she has also caused a stir among designers and models. Will Steffy's actions spark a mutiny among the Forrester staff? Is a Forrester strike or worse possible? The Logans contribute to the development of this company just as much as the Forresters do, as Hope has already stated. Steffy is currently making every effort to eliminate one aspect of this family, but it is not going to be successful. Steffy overlooks the fact that Brooke's sisters work for the company and back Hope as well. Will Steffy encounter far more criticism than she anticipated? Will Hope get her job back and more in the end? Brooke Logan, one of the most enduring and resilient characters at Forrester Creations, faces a new challenge, saving her daughter Hope Logan's career and reputation. Hope, a talented designer and the face behind the popular Hope for the Future line, has always carried the dual weight of her own creative ambitions and the legacy of the Logan family. However, recent events have put Hope's career and reputation at risk, and Brooke is now determined to step in and shield her daughter from the backlash that could threaten not only her professional standing but also the Logan family's influence within the fashion world. The trouble started when Hope, under intense pressure to innovate and keep her line competitive, made a series of risky decisions that did not go as planned. She pushed boundaries in her designs, taking the brand in a direction that, while artistically bold, clashed with Forrester's traditional values and alienated some longtime supporters. Sales figures began to dip, and criticisms poured in from both customers and industry insiders who felt Hope's vision was becoming too edgy and straying too far from the brand's core identity. The resulting negative press has not only impacted her career but also cast doubt on her judgment, leading many to question whether Hope can handle the pressures of such a prominent role. The fallout has left Hope feeling isolated, with some colleagues at Forrester viewing her as impulsive and untested. Even her relationship with Thomas Forrester, her frequent collaborator, has become strained, as he has his own aspirations within the company and may not be eager to jeopardize them by aligning himself too closely with Hope amid the scandal. Thomas, ever the complex character, seems torn between loyalty to Hope and his own desire to rise at Forrester Creations, adding an extra layer of tension to Hope's predicament. The resulting isolation has shaken Hope's confidence and put her in a vulnerable position. Brooke, who has always been fiercely protective of her children, recognizes that this is a pivotal moment in Hope's life and career. She understands that if Hope's reputation is tarnished, it could have lasting implications, not just for her daughter's future, but also for Brooke's own legacy within the Forrester family. Brooke is no stranger to navigating scandal and defending her family's interests. Her experience in surviving personal and professional battles over the years has given her a wealth of knowledge in handling high-stakes situations and managing the media. Now, Brooke is prepared to use every tool at her disposal to help Hope recover. Brooke's first course of action is to engage with the media and directly address the negative press that has surrounded Hope's recent collection. She's known for her skill in controlling the narrative and shifting public opinion, and she plans to use this to her advantage. By highlighting Hope's past successes and contributions to Forrester Creations, Brooke hopes to remind the public and the fashion industry of her daughter's talent and dedication. Brooke is working to emphasize that Hope, like many designers, is an artist who occasionally takes risks, and that this willingness to explore new directions is what has always set Forrester Creations apart. Brooke's hope is to refocus the conversation on Hope's innovative spirit rather than on her recent missteps. At the same time, Brooke is reaching out to allies within Forrester Creations, seeking support from figures like Ridge Forrester, who has historically had a complicated but strong connection with both Brooke and Hope. Ridge's influence in the company is crucial, and Brooke knows that if she can secure his endorsement, it would go a long way in stabilizing Hope's standing within the company. Brooke is also leveraging her relationships with other influential figures in the fashion world, hoping to rebuild Hope's network and remind Forrester's business partners and supporters of the value she brings to the brand. In addition to rallying allies, Brooke is encouraging Hope to reevaluate her approach and make strategic changes to the Hope for the Future line. Brooke believes that by blending the avant-garde elements that Hope is passionate about with the classic, timeless designs that Forrester Creations is known for, they can create a renewed brand image that will appeal to both loyal customers and a new generation of fashion enthusiasts. This move would also show that Hope is capable of learning from her experiences and evolving as a designer, a quality that could help restore faith in her abilities among critics and colleagues alike. However, Brooke knows that saving Hope's reputation will require more than just a shift in design direction. She is also advising Hope to take responsibility for her recent choices and publicly address the challenges she has faced. By owning up to her mistakes, Hope can demonstrate maturity and resilience, qualities that are respected both within Forrester Creations and in the broader fashion industry. Brooke is coaching Hope to communicate with transparency, positioning her as a relatable, grounded figure who is willing to acknowledge her missteps and work hard to improve. This approach aligns with Brooke's long-held belief that honesty and vulnerability can be powerful tools in winning back public support. As Brooke works tirelessly to restore her daughter's career and reputation, she faces resistance from some members of the Forrester family, particularly Steffy Forrester. Steffy, who has her own vision for the future of Forrester Creations, may view Hope's struggles as an opportunity to strengthen her own influence within the company. There's a long-standing rivalry between Steffy and Hope, and Steffy could see this moment as a chance to assert her dominance. Brooke is well aware of Steffy's ambitions, and she's prepared to confront any attempts by Steffy to use this situation to diminish Hope's role within the company. This potential power struggle adds a layer of complexity to Brooke's efforts, as she must not only protect Hope from outside criticism but also defend her against potential challenges from within the Forrester family. Ultimately, Brooke's mission to save Hope's career and reputation is about more than just repairing a single setback, it's about securing a legacy. Brooke has spent years fighting for her family's place in the Forrester dynasty, and she is determined not to let this crisis jeopardize everything she has worked for. She knows that if Hope can overcome this ordeal, she will emerge as a stronger and more respected designer, one who is ready to carry on the family's legacy at Forrester Creations. Brooke's confidence in Hope's potential and her unwavering determination to see her daughter succeed are the driving forces behind her efforts. In the coming months, Brooke's strategy will be put to the test as she faces the many challenges that lie ahead. She must not only repair Hope's public image but also manage the complex dynamics within the Forrester family, navigating rivalries and alliances to ensure Hope's place within the company. Brooke's experience and resilience are her greatest assets, and she's determined to use them to secure her daughter's future. If anyone can guide Hope through this tumultuous time and help her regain her footing, it's Brooke Logan, a mother who has always been willing to fight for her family against all odds.